Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima Shukla and this is Entri app channel on which we are going to have this video which is completely based on discussion of current affairs. So in this video we're going to talk about recent news events that have happened and are important from the perspective of examination as well. So what we're going to do is talk about the news event and the relevant static information so that we are all covered for our examination, right? The first news event that we're going to begin with is Nobel Prize for Peace 2020. Now, Nobel Prize season is going on. That is that Nobel Prizes are being announced one a day. And so this time, in the recent news of Nobel Prize is that Nobel Peace Prize was awarded for 2020. And this time it has been given to an organization which is World Food Programme. So this time it is not an individual but an organization as a whole who has won Nobel Prize. And the reason why it won was for its effort to combat hunger, contribution to bettering the situation of hunger and poverty, and peace in conflict areas. So when there is a lot of conflict areas or areas in which there's a lot of fight going on for whatever the controversy is, World Food Programme comes as a handy one. It is one of the largest humanitarian organization which addresses the hunger and promotes the food security. Now, when there is food security, the conflicts tend to be less because one fight is between two countries and the other is a domestic fight which goes on between the nationals over there who are suffering. Right, so when the people are suffering for but obvious reasons, they are also going to have their own fights to handle. So for that part, World Food Programme comes into force. It is working under United Nations and it provides food to approximately 83 countries. Like there are a lot of people whom it is helping in about 83 countries. Now, which is it a part of? It is a part of United Nations Development Group or UNDG. There have been various initiatives of World Food Programme that have happened. One of the few are Purchase for Progress or providing nutritionally rich, ready-to-use therapeutic food in 75 countries recently in 2013. Then in 2020, it organized the feeding of approximately 12 million Yemenis at the time of Yemen situation that is going on. And these are a few things that have been done by World Food Programme recently, but there are various other initiatives that have been taken care of by them. World Food Programme was established in 1963 and currently it is headquartered in Rome in Italy. Right. So what are the important pointers? First of all, who won the Nobel Prize of Peace 2020? Second of all, where are the headquarters of World Food Programme? Third, when was World Food Programme established? Fourth, under which organization does World Food Programme function? And the fifth thing is where is it given? Now, when you were talking about Nobel Prizes or in the special video which is there for Nobel Prizes, we had talked about the fact that Nobel Prizes are, like most of them are given in Sweden. Right, but Nobel Peace Prize is the only exception to it because it is given in Norway. So Nobel Peace Prize is given in Norway. Rest all the other 5 Nobel Prizes are given in Sweden. So this is given by the Norwegian committee. Right. So moving forward, India received its second set of Swiss bank details under the Automatic Exchange Pact, which was signed with Switzerland. Now, first question that can be asked is with which country had India signed this Automatic Exchange Pact? So it was signed with Switzerland. And second of all, the second set is going to be received recently, and that is going to be received by India in 2020. When did this process begin? So it was in 2019 when we had signed this pact and the first set of information was given to us. Now we're talking about this pact on a whole. So what exactly is this Automatic Exchange Pact? According to this agreement, Swiss Bank will share the account information, the identification, the financial information, everything about any person whose country of residence is India. Right? So it is going to be Swiss Bank has this policy that without this pact, they don't share the information of the account holders. But since this pact has been done, Swiss Bank has agreed to share this information of Indian taxpayers, right? And what is this objective all about? That is black money, right? Now, another thing was the ranking which was released by Swiss Bank in the end of 2019 in terms of how much money in Swiss Bank is of Indians. According to that ranking, India was ranked 77. So in 2019, as per the ranking of which country has how much share in the bank, so India was ranked at 77 while the top was United Kingdom. Right? This ranking is released by Swiss Bank itself. Right? Next news event, Indian Navy conducted a 2-day coastal security exercise, Sagar Kavach, with Indian Coast Guard. Now this is a domestic exercise. Now when we talk about exercises, there are basically 3 types of exercises. First is a joint exercise between 2 countries. Then domestic exercise between the forces of India itself. And the third one is multilateral with many countries. Sagar Kavach is a domestic exercise, so it's basically a 2-day coastal exercise, and it is conducted half yearly, not annually, not biannually. It is done half yearly. Half yearly means in every 6 months they conduct this Sagar Kavach, in which the Kavach of the ocean is checked. That is, we check out the parameters of the waters of India, whether they are covered properly or not, and there's no illegal activity going on and stuff like that. Right? Now, where was it conducted? So it was conducted across the coast of Karnataka, Kerala and Lakshadweep. That is in the Arabian Sea segment. Karnataka, Kerala and Lakshadweep, these are the areas where it was conducted. Right? Next, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has launched Jagan Anna Vidya Kanuka scheme. So first thing first, the major part is that who has launched it. So it has been launched by Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, and they can even ask you the name of the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh as of that matter, and you must know the name because there are various schemes of Andhra Pradesh that have been launched. Right. Now, what is there in this scheme? As per Jagan Anna Vidya Kanuka scheme, government is going to provide school kit to government school students. So, those are known as Vidya Kanuka kits. So, Vidya Kanuka kits are going to be provided to all the government school students, which will have uniforms, shoes, socks, textbooks, notebooks, school belt, whatever the necessities are there of a school student, all those are going to be done. Apart from that, see, now every child's size is different. Definitely every child has a different fitting of uniform. So in the uniform, it is going to be 3 uniforms, and the amount required for stitching, that is going to be given to mother's account. Not father, to the account of mother. It is going to be direct bank transfer. So this is exclusively now for women, because the amount which is associated, that is going to go to the women. So it is associated with women or exclusive scheme for women. So the account has to be of women, and over there they'll pass on the stitching charges of the uniform as well. Right? Next, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat recently launched Mukhyamantri Saur Swarojgar Yojana in Dehradun. First of all, Dehradun is the winter capital of Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has 2 capitals, and one is Garsen and the other is Uttarakhand. So that comes as a handy one news. After that, we have the thing about the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister is Trivendra Singh Rawat. And as we come to the Yojana, this Mukhyamantri Saur Swarojgar Yojana consists of self-employment. So what is it going to promote? It is going to promote self-employment. And what do we mean when we say self-employment? How is it going to promote self-employment? That is on the fact that it will increase the it will basically pass on the solar panels of a capacity of 25 kilowatt each. right? So solar plants are going to be allotted to all the beneficiaries, and the electricity that is going to be generated, that will be passed on to the government. It will have the capacity of producing 38,000 units a year, and that will be passed on to the government. So government is going to pay for the electricity, and once a solar power plant is located, or solar plant is located, it can work for 25 years approximately. So for 25 years, a secondary form of income can be availed, right? And for this, whoever needs to take a loan, they'll also give loans at lower rates. The loan is going to be for 15 years, and that will have 8% per annum interest rate, right? So basically, it is going to provide solar panels. Just give me 1 minute and I'll put on the pointers in front of you for those who want it written. So what is it going to do? First of all, it is going to provide them with solar panel, and second of all, the capacity of the panel is going to be it was 25 megawatt capacity is going to be there. So a kilowatt capacity is going to be there, right? And this is going to last for 25 years. So once a solar panel is put up, it is going to work for 25 years approximately. So it's going to help the government in getting the electricity and the people, because now they're going to be paid for giving the electricity to government, right? Next is test firing of the new anti-radiation missile called Rudram-1. Recently, India had test fired Rudram-1. So the basic question that's possible is that which countries is this Rudram-1? So it is of India. Missile is of India. Next. Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment Thawar Chand Gehlot had inaugurated International Conference on Mental Health looking beyond COVID-19. So here only we come at the first question, the first part of the question, which is about mental health. So International Conference of Mental Health was inaugurated by whom? Thawar Chand Gehlot, who is the Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. That is also Thawar Chand Gehlot, right? Now, with whom we had associated for this? It was associated with University of Melbourne, Australia. So it was with University of Melbourne, Australia. Right, so with University of Melbourne, they had organized it. And what is the idea is that bring up mental health as a major issue, like something we can talk about now, because mental health is something that is very suppressed kind of a thing, right? We don't pay much heed to it or things like that. So to avoid that, to bring this topic into a conversation, this kind of thing has happened. So beyond COVID, now in COVID times, the mental health has become an issue. So after this has become an issue, it has become a topic to be conversed on. So now shall it continue after the COVID also? That is the idea behind this conference, right? Apart from this, there was an announcement of setting up National Institute of Mental Health and Rehab. National Institute of Mental Health and Rehab. This is going to be established in MP. This proposal has been made where National Institute of Mental Health Rehab is going to be set up in MP, and a mental health rehab helpline is also going to be there by the name Kiran. So Kiran helpline is going to be there. So you need to remember the name of the helpline, that is Kiran, and the institute, National Institute of Health and Rehab, that is going to be set up in MP, right? Next, World Mental Health Day. So October is month of breast cancer awareness. So this we had talked about recently itself, that it is a month of breast cancer awareness, and 10th of October is World Mental Health Day, which was started by World Federation of Mental Health. Apart from that, another thing on 10th October was World Migratory Bird Day. But is it always celebrated on 10th of October? No. It is celebrated on 2nd Saturday of May and 2nd Saturday of October. So it is celebrated 2 times a year. So in a year, World Migratory Days are celebrated 2 times, one in May, one in October, which are the migration years. So migration months. So in this time, the birds also migrate. So that is why in both of these months, the World Migratory Bird Day is observed. Theme remains the same for both the days. So in May and October, the theme is going to be same, and the theme was Birds Connect Our World. Right? Apart from that, 11th of October is United Nations Girls Day 2020. So we have 4 important days which we have discussed basically. So that comes to us at World Mental Health Day, World Migratory Birds Day, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the 4th one is United Nations Girls Day 2020. This is an important event because Sana Marine had recently given up her chair. She gave up her chair to the student or a young teenager, Ava Murto, a 16-year-old girl, to take her position. This is done every year for them to break the gender stereotypes and technology and spread her message, whatever her message is. So she warned about online violence due to which children, so basically girls, are affected the most. And that is why this United Nations Girls Day came up. Right, so every year, just before the Girls' Day, Finnish Prime Minister gives her seat to a teenager for spreading her message to the country. Right, so we must know now that who is the Prime Minister of Finland. So Sana Marin is Prime Minister of Finland, and that is what we need to remember now. Next, RTGS, Real Time Gross Settlement, RTGS. This facility is going to be 24/7 from December. Right now it was given in slots, and that was also from 9 to 7 or something, just like first NEFT was. So last year NEFT was made 24/7, that is, it is going to be available every day, all the 24 hours of the day. Similarly now RTGS, which is also an instrument of RBI, which you might have seen in the digital payments video. So in that, it is also an instrument of RBI, and it is going to be made 24/7, just like NEFT is. And RTGS has certain limit. So NEFT can be done for any amount of payment, but RTGS is done for payment more than 2 lakh. So when a payment is more than 2 lakh, only then can we use RTGS facility. Right? Next, Project Red, which has been launched by LIC Housing Finance. So LIC Housing Finance has launched Project Red to improve the efficiency of work. Meghalaya government has partnered with Israel to establish Center of Excellence on High Value Vegetables in the state. So we are supposed to remember the direct news of Project Red being of LIC Housing Finance and Center of Excellence on High Value Vegetables with Israel by Meghalaya. Next, first ever brand and logo of Indian cotton has been made. So who is the Union Minister of Textiles? That is Smriti Irani. And for the first time, a brand and logo of Indian cotton was launched. So the name of Indian cotton is Kasturi Cotton India, and this is going to be the logo of this cotton. So why is this required? Why is this cotton and all required, this logo and all required? The reason is that this logo and all provides an identification on the world level. On the level of world, we are given an identification of a certain prospect, right? Next, Amazon India partnered with IRCTC to launch online reserved train ticket booking. So Amazon is going to do it via Amazon Pay. So via Amazon Pay now, ticket bookings will be there, no payment gateway charges are going to be there, and this partnership has been done with IRCTC, which is the only organization which does online booking and which can sanction it to others. R.K. Chibbar, who is the chairman and managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, his term has been extended for 6 more months now. right? So they can ask you directly who is the CMD of J&K Bank, that is R.K. Chibba, right? So with this, we wind up our video. Our session ends over here, and I guess the important one-liners and the relevant information has been there, and I hope you people can remember these important pointers as well as practice them. Now, where do you go for practicing? You go to the app of Entri app. So you go to Entri app, there you open the daily current affairs, and over there you have a quiz, a daily quiz of current affairs which has 10 questions of 10 marks, and you have to give that in 6 minutes, right? And then you have the assessment also, and it's going to be just the same as you have an examination, negative marking and everything is going to be there. So do go through that, do give the quiz daily, download that app, and visit the channel daily. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any video. Do like the video and share the video so that others can also avail the benefits of it, right? Thank you so much for being with us, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a great day ahead.